Philadelphia, I don't really know what to make of this team. I am going to put them towards the bottom. Okay. Um, they should be playing Pittsburgh in the first round. And that's a little bit concerning because Pittsburgh has a lot of veteran experience. And Pittsburgh also has a lot to play for right now. Right, because they have a lot of veteran players that are probably going out soon. Right, they have a lot to play for. Pittsburgh, there's a lot of hype in Pittsburgh right now. Philadelphia was kind of a surprise. Ultimately, I do feel like even though they did play well towards the end of the season, I still feel like they mostly made it here because other teams, other teams just did so much worse and just completely choked, right? So there's a decent chance that they do make it past Pittsburgh, but even if they do that, I don't see anyone in that division making it past Carolina. Carolina's way too good. They're just way too balanced, way too overpowered. Um, and now we do have Pittsburgh. Already talked about them a little bit. I'm gonna have them just slightly above. A lot of old men here. It is good to see them back in the playoffs, though. I am excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a really fun series between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Honestly, I would watch that. Okay, keep your eye on that matchup. It will be exciting. It will be physical for sure. We'll probably see some good fights come out of it. I'm counting on it. Pittsburgh, they've won the Stanley Cup before. It has been a while. It's actually been a while since they've been in the playoffs, which is why there's so much hype for this team right now. Some legendary players coming out of Pittsburgh. Some of them are still here on the team, and this might be their last chance to win it all. So, really exciting to see them here. I don't see them getting past Carolina, though. Okay, next we have Tampa. I'm going to get a little crazy here. I do think that Tampa could be a playoff contender or you know, a Stanley Cup contender. I think they'll make some noise in the playoffs. The one issue is, like I've said before, very difficult division. I mean, I got Montreal here. I got Buffalo here. Boston's here. There's really just, even Ottawa's here. There's just no bad teams. Who knows what's going to happen here? But I do like Tampa. They've won the Stanley Cup before in recent memory. They even had, just a couple of years ago, they went to the finals against Colorado, but ended up losing to Colorado. So maybe we could get a rematch here. Man, so many good players. I actually predicted that Kucherov would lead the league in points this year, just like he did last season. And I might have to double check, but I think as of right now, he's just like 2 points behind McDavid. I think he's in second place right now. I could be wrong, but Kucherov has gone off. Absolute menace. Vasilevsky, their goaltender, can really go off in the playoffs. When he's hot, he is hot. And that's scary. They're a scary team. They can put it together. They know how to make a playoff push. So I do have them towards the top for that reason. Okay, next we have Vegas. I don't really know. It seems like they've made some good changes late in the season that may help their chances come playoffs. They did make it to that top spot as of today. That could change though. We're still figuring out some matchups. Like we don't know who's going to play Colorado yet. It could be LA, it could be Utah. We're not sure. Vegas has that top spot in the Pacific. Doesn't feel like it means very much. I'm going to be honest. The Pacific is so bad. The Pacific is absolutely horrible. They are terrible. So I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't know what more to say about this team. They had a coaching change here. Seems to have helped them a little bit. Goaltending might be a real issue for them. honestly, if they didn't have the goaltending issues, I might bump them up a tier. Maybe I really do think that Edmonton is the best team in that division. Besides them, the only other team that really has a chance is Vegas. But I'll have them here. I think that's fine. Utah. Utah's kind of a tough one. Another one of my favorite teams. I am going to put them here. They had a really good season. I think I predicted that they would win 42 games this year. And they are at 42 wins right now. But they do have 2 games left. They're still in a little bit of a race against Los Angeles, which is interesting. It's actually a really big deal because whoever gets that first wild card spot will play most likely Vegas or Edmonton, and whoever gets that second wild card spot will play Colorado. Right now, I'll assume that they're playing Vegas, okay, because that's just what it looks like right now. I do think Utah would win that matchup, but it could be really close. I think those teams are kind of on par with each other. I'd give Utah the edge, though. I do think they're slightly better. Yeah, they got some dangerous players. It's been a long time since this team has been to the playoffs. Last time they were in the playoffs, they were the Coyotes. As a franchise, it's their first time in. Very dangerous team, but they still have a very young team, and I think there's still more growing they need to do. If they do make it, if they end up playing against Pacific teams, I actually think they could make it out of the Pacific. However, if they end up playing Colorado, I don't know if they'll make it out of the first round. It's a really tough matchup. So, that's what I got. Yeah, looking it over, I think that's about it. Super excited for the playoffs to start. It's always really exciting. It's going to be great. Looks like Sauce is here, finally. Sauce, you got any thoughts on this? Sauce, I was going to tell... Okay, that Jeremy kid is a liar. He says Mammoth Lord Stanley. Let's go. I'm with it. Lord Stanley. Mammoth are winning it all. But that Jeremy kid is a liar. Because he's like, oh, I'm going to take you to Guatemala and you're going to find a wife down there and all the girls are going to love you. Nah, dude. I've been on Guatemalan Twitter or fucking Guatemalan Tinder for the last few days. Can't get a match to save my fucking life. Right? And then the girls that I did match with, dude, one girl called me old. Another girl thought I was a transgender. That's not a joke. And then another girl called me ugly and then just left. Like, she matched with me. She went out of her way to match with me just so she could call me ugly. She had to make sure I understood that I'm an ugly motherfucker, okay? Oh, man. Yeah, it's been rough. Let's see. Sauce says Guatemalan Tinder. That's insane. Yeah, no, it's a trip, bud. Couldn't help myself. I had to do it. So I signed up for Korean Cupid. Yeah, haven't gotten any matches there either. But dude, oh man, unbelievable, dude. I'm just liking everything under the sun. All those girls are so beautiful, dude. It's crazy. And now I'm like rock solid. So I gotta go take care of that. Let's see, I actually do have a couple items of business, if I can remember. Yeah, so last week, before we end here, I gotta say a few things. A couple items of business. Hold on, Sauce says, do they have 400 pounders in Guatemala? buddy, listen. I don't know what's going on. I okay, I think there's two issues, okay? Because this was a little bit of a shock. I think they have two issues. I think the girls in Guatemala are incredibly short, uh, but apparently American food is really popular down there, and that's a bad combination. And after going through Guatemalan Twitter, fucking goddamn it, Guatemalan Tinder for so long, yeah, I'm noticing that, which is interesting. And then these girls are calling me ugly and old or transgender. Like, what the hell? Anyway, oh man, yeah, that's right, Sauce. Yeah, yeah. See, you guys understand. But then I go through all that, right? And then I'm like, oh man, I got it. I have to do it. I have to do it, right? I got to see what's going on in Korea. So then I go over to the Korean site, and oh, it was all over, dude. It was all over. I was just scrolling, just my fucking finger hurts from clicking the like button so many times. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Anyway, items of business. So last week I took the gay test to find out if I'm gay. Uh, I don't know. It felt a little inconclusive. I didn't really get any answers, which is unfortunate. But I took the test, and I did decide that if that video gets 1,000 views on YouTube, I will live stream 5 hearts under one roof. I'll do it. It's never gonna happen. We're never gonna make it. But Sauce is determined to get that video to 1,000 views. So let's make an effort. I one more item of business, and I should have got this out of the way to begin with, because it's super gay. It's even more gay than the gay test. But uh, I gotta say, uh, doing all of this stuff, on Twitch, on YouTube, I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do or how I was gonna do it, and um, but I kind of reached a certain point in my life where nothing was really going right, and I made the decision to just simply start trying things. I decided to just start trying, and I understand that this is a small channel, and it probably will always be a small channel, but I've had a great time doing it. And as much of a bummer as my life has been for the last few years, I've had a good time doing this. I think it's a lot of fun and even therapeutic to do this every week with friends, and just have a space where I can be myself, and I can say outrageous things and just be unapologetically crazy and just have a good time. Like, I think I've really needed that, and I really appreciate everyone tuning in and enjoying this time with me. It's pretty great, and I plan on keeping it going. Uh, so yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. I enjoy the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's gonna be good. I'm a little bit nervous, but also pretty excited. So we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, I guess that's about it. We'll do another tier list